Next week, Sky News will run what I believe will be one of the most important documentaries of our time. Are We Ready for War? Hosted by the great Peter Stefanovic. I don't want to give away the answer, but it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone who's watched me here over the past year that I don't think we are. And what this special will do is explore why and what needs to be done, well, yesterday. Later in this show, I'll bring you my chat with General Frank McKenzie, the man who led US forces and commanded America's withdrawal out of Afghanistan. Don't hold that against him. He implored President Biden not to go ahead with it. He was ignored, and we all know how badly that went. I asked him whether we are on the brink of World War III.
I am concerned, and I am as concerned as I've been in my life, actually.
In Are We Ready for War, my dad, former Senator and retired Major General Jim Molan, features. It was the last interview he did before he passed away last month. He believed China's ambitions lie well beyond recapturing Taiwan.
For China to conduct a surprise missile attack on American facilities, either in American territory, such as Alaska or Guam, or overseas, such as Japan or South Korea or Diego Garcia, is an enormous step. An enormous step. But it just happens to be the kind of step which has the chance of delivering to China regional dominance plus Taiwan. Let's just think about the alternative. President Xi is saying all the time that we'll take Taiwan one way or the other, by force or by convincing them. Let's just suppose that China decides to conduct what everyone kind of thinks they'll conduct. That is a D-Day style 1944 attack across 180 kilometres of the Taiwan Strait from Fujian province into Taiwan. The Americans will see them coming for weeks, if not months. So I just don't think that flies as an option.
Right. So you think they'll neutralise the enemy, so to speak, outside of Taiwan before going into Taiwan itself?
Correct. I believe they will neutralise the Americans, dominate the Western Pacific, and say to Taiwan, OK, Japan, OK, South Korea, are you really going to fight us now that the Americans aren't behind you anymore? See, if you take out all the refuelling aircraft that are politely and beautifully parked on the aprons of all those various American airfields throughout the region, you can't reinforce the Western Pacific from the United States or from Hawaii.
It's terrifying. I'm not asking anyone to panic or live in fear. What's the point? But unless we start to take this issue seriously, we are not going to have a choice about either of those things.